way, Steven Espinoza does an interview with FightHype.com, and he goes on to confirm that there will be no announcement between Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford on the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight. He also confirms that the June 17th date is not real at all. You know, it's good for Steven Espinoza to just come out and tell you guys the truth instead of trying to play with your heartstrings to get you guys interested into buying a fight, because that's all that is at the end of the day. Because when you seriously think about it, Steven Espinoza and other people can shoot this stuff down as soon as it comes out. They see it on Twitter and they see it on the internet just like us, but they willing to let it toil with you, you know, because they want to use it like, you know, a carrot on a string, you know, to help pull you into these boxing events. And given that, you know, the internet and people on YouTube is making people more aware of these strategies and these selling tactics and stuff like this, it's getting harder and harder to do. So they might as well just come out and tell you now instead of further infuriating you about the whole situation, you know. And the thing is this, man, it's getting to the point, man, these guys is 35, 36, man. You know, it's losing its luster. Well, it's lost its luster, you know, to the point. I mean, let's face it, Errol Spence is looking like a broken man right now, you know. So once again, if Terrence Crawford comes out and just steamrolls the guy, beats the guy up, it's going to be, he has this problem. Well, what do you expect? He got flown from a car, then came back in. He barely took a break and all this other stuff. And if that's going to be the case, then, you know, why even had a fucking fight, you know? And to add on top of that, it's this. It would be foolish of a boxing fan to think that that fight would be made next. Don't you think at least Errol Spence needs at least one fight before getting in there with Terrence Crawford? Because if not, they're sending him in there almost to lose. This kid hasn't been active. He's not primed up. You know what I'm saying? His skills is not idled up or nothing like that. So why would he go into one of the most important fights of his life, undisputed? You know what I'm saying? Behind the gun. You know what I'm saying? Unprepared like this. Errol Spence at least need one fight before he can get in there with a Terrence Bud Crawford. He can't go from this going straight into Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford stays in shape. He's sharp. He's on point. You know, he never lets himself go. You know, those are all things that line up against Errol Spence at the end of the day. So when you seriously think about it, do you really think that that fight could have been made next? Do you really think that would be a smart move? If they did make that move, they sending them in there to lose. Is it not true? It is. So, you know, it was kind of silly of us to think that that fight could be made next anyway. But once again, that's boxing, playing with your heartstrings, you know, and that's one thing that we are becoming increasingly aware of. And, you know, it's going to get less and less because people are getting sharper and people are staying on this shit. But, you know, that was nothing used to keep you guys interested and stuff like that. But now that they know that you're really going to be expecting that, and from what I'm hearing, Errol Spence will be in the building, you know, there's no reason why that shouldn't happen, or at least announce his next fight or something like that. But see, that's just not the case at the end of the day. And like I said, for us to think that he could get in there with Terrence Bud Crawford next, coming off the bench like he's doing, and his inactivity, come on, it's not realistic. So you know that they was playing with you from Jump Street. But anyways, that's my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Stain, I'm up.